And something else that goes along with my previous lesson is that I had to learn to stop complaining. And maybe not stop complaining completely, but I needed to learn to stop complaining as much. As in complaining and nothing else. Right? And just as a fellow South African, this is one observation that I've made about us. We tend to complain a lot, and we complain about almost everything. Every day, there's a complaint about something, right? And I'm not excluding myself in this because I'm also in the same boat. But what I've learned is that just as somebody who is constantly in gratitude and grateful and thankful for the things that they have, they get more things to be thankful and grateful for. So by the same token, when you are complaining and consistently complaining about this and that, right? Because understand that, yes, sometimes, things don't go well and you find yourself in a space of complaining. But if complaining becomes part of your vibe, then you are going to have a problem of having more to complain about. Okay? So the more you complain is the more you have something to complain about. And this reminds me of the biblical story of the Israelites when they were leaving Egypt and heading towards the promised land. Is that it took them 40 years to complete a journey that would have taken them just 40 days. And the main reason is because they were complaining throughout that trip, making a fuss about everything, whining about this and that, disputes, ups and downs about this and that. And that illustrates just the effect of complaining is that instead of focusing on where you are going, okay, school's out, I'm in the parking lot, is that you're now not focused on where you are going, but you are focused on complaining what's not going right, what should be done better. You even start looking back at where you're coming from, right? And if you look at the story, is that Egypt represents the land of bondage. And Israel was representing the land of milk and honey, meaning you're next. It means progress. It means the land of freedom. Okay? So if you are wanting to move from point A, which is the point at which you are bondage, this place that you don't like, and you are trying to move on to a better place, the space in between is that wilderness. And it's up to you how long you are going to spend in that wilderness. So if you're going to spend your time complaining while you are in the wilderness, it's going to take you much longer to get there. Why? Because you are vibrating low. And so when you are vibrating low in the space of complaining, then everything that you are doing then becomes a drag. You literally sucking the joy and happiness out of life. And so everything then seems so much further than it actually is supposed to be. So if you want to get out of a space of wilderness, whatever that space is, right? Because it can take many forms. It's not always about the journey. The journey is representative of when you are moving from one place to another, one place that you are now dissatisfied with and you want to move on to something that is more satisfactory or that is better, is that the space, how you treat that space in between is going to determine how fast you get to your destiny, to that next job, to that next better relationship, to that next better house, whatever the case may be. So you have to take care to stop complaining and focus on where you are going. Because the more you complain is the more you have to complain about.